Yes, my dears. Now we're going to talk about these questions related to three-term expressions. I tried to make these a bit more challenging than what we did previously. I had all of them written by artificial intelligence. Now I'll explain them one by one. If you want to solve them before me, which I highly recommend, you can do so. You can register for our school community using the link in the description section and download their PDFs. I'll explain these to you one by one now. Let's do it this way. Let's start with our first question. Let's put it on full screen as well. Now here it says solve for x. How are we doing this? We separate it as x and x. We say this 3 times 2. We add a plus, we add a plus. The product of this and this gave us this. The product of this and this gave us this. Now did we do it right? We multiply diagonally and add them up. Does 3x plus 2x give us the middle term? So is this the same as the one here? It's the same. So we've done it correctly. We take it horizontally. Now let's look at our multipliers. So x plus 3 times x plus 2 equals. It is 0. It's either 0 or it's 0. From this, x equals negative 13. X plus 3 equals 0, x equals minus 3. And from here, x plus 2 equals 0, so x equals minus 2. It says find the x values for me. They are minus 3 and minus 2. That's what I wanted to do. Our second question says factorize this. Let's call this k. K squared plus 5k plus 6. It's the same as the previous one. This is k and this is k. 3 times 2. We multiplied diagonally and added, it made 5k, that's correct. So it's k plus 3 and k plus 2. When you write x plus 2 instead of k, x plus 2 plus 3 is x plus 5, and x plus 2 plus 2 is x plus 4. All right? That was our answer. Should I do it like this? Our third question says to factorize. Let's take this part by itself. X times 4, 4 plus plus. We multiplied diagonally and added. He did it 8 times. X plus 4 times x plus 4 minus x plus 4 squared minus squared. Now we're going to do the difference of two squares. X plus 4 plus y, x plus 4 minus y. This is our answer. Our fourth question, let's factorize the above. Xx 3 times 2. I put a minus sign on both of them. I crossed them, then added them. Minus 3x minus 2x plus minus 5x. We did the right thing. Above x minus 3. Multiply by x minus 2. Below our x and x, 3 times 1. Minus minus. Multiplying this by that gave this. These already provide that. Cross multiplying and adding them also gave minus 4x. We are taking it horizontally. Now let's look at our multipliers. X minus 3 and x minus 1. These have been simplified. Our answer is x minus 2 divided by x minus 1. It was 4. Our fifth question. Let's call a plus b as k. Then k squared minus 7k plus 12. Let's factor this. It comes from 3 times 4, right? I put minus 3k, minus 4k. That makes minus 7k. So it's k minus 3 times k minus 4. When we said k, it was a plus b. So it's a plus b minus 3 and also a plus b minus 4. That's the answer. It was 5. 6. If x minus 3 is a factor of this expression, it asks you to find k. We can do this in a few ways. First, this is important information. If you don't know it yet, make sure to learn it now. If this expression can be written as x minus 3 times something else, it doesn't matter at all what that something else is. When we substitute 3 for x, that is, when x minus 3 equals 0, x equals 3. When we put 3 in place of x, since 3 minus 3 will make 0, 0 times whatever is next to it will always give us 0 as the answer. So this too. Since it's equal here, when we write 3 for x, we must write it everywhere at the same time. We'll write 3 for x here as well. We said that 3 squared plus 3k minus 15 equals what? 0. He's doing it. Right side equals sign is 0 because from here minus 9 plus 15 is minus 6. When you move it to the right side, it becomes plus 6. 3k equals 6, so k equals 2. That's it. Our answer is 2. We could also have done something like this. If it says that when we factor this, x minus 3 is a factor, then it means it must be x minus 3. We can guess what the rest should be. What do we need to multiply x by to get x squared to x? What do we need to multiply this minus 3 by to get minus 15? So we should write plus 5 here, right? When you multiply x3 by 5, you get x15. Okay, let's continue expanding this. Let's fully expand it now. We found the other part. Multiplying x by x gives x squared. Multiplying x by 5 gives 5x minus 3x minus 15. So that's x squared plus 2x minus 15. This way we found that the coefficient of x is 2, in other words that k is 2. It was 6. It says to factorize it. There's nothing difficult about this. We split it as x squared and x squared. We split this as 4 times 1. Because the sum of 4 and 1 can make 5. I'm cross-multiplying to check. It came from here, 4x squared. This came from here, x squared. When you add them, it makes 5x squared. So x squared plus 4, x squared plus 1. We're going to leave x squared plus 1 like this. But if we really want to factorize it, that is, if there's an expression with root x in the choices, let's remember that we can also do this. Whose square do these come from? From the perfect square of x plus 1. What do you get when you expand this? Here's the x squared, here's the plus 1, and you get plus 2x. There's no 2x there, so we would add a 2x here and subtract a 2x as well. When we do that, it gives us this. The minus 2x stays here. If we want, we can see the minus 2x like this. All right? By the way, 2x is always equal to the square root of open parenthesis, 2x close parenthesis squared. To say that, we need to state that x is positive. But in such a question, that would be specified. Or if in the answer choices there are expressions under the square root involving x that are factored this way, it means you need to proceed like this here. But as soon as we see this, in order to always say it's like this, we need to state that x is positive. First, what do we get from here using the difference of squares? X plus 1 plus the square root of 2x. X plus 1 minus the square root of 2x. If we really want, it can be factored like this, but for now, this is the answer to the question. I'm going to leave it like this. That was number 7. Number 8. This is the area of the rectangle. This is one of its sides. So, we will factor this. X squared plus 7x plus 10. We split this as x and x. If we split this as 5 times 2, when we cross-multiply and add, we get 7x. That's correct. So it can be factored as x plus 5 times x plus 2. So this is the area function for E. The area of a rectangle is already found by multiplying its two sides. So if one of them is x plus 2 and the area is this, x plus 2 is right here. So the other part must be this, like this x plus 5. It was asking to find the other side. It's x plus 5. All right. On number 8. Number 9. It says if this can be factored in this way. Nice. If the product of 2 and n is 18, then n must be 9. From the product of 2 and x, you get 2x, and from the product of x and 9, you get 9x. So the terms with x only come from here. That means the coefficient of x is also 11. K is 11 and n is 9. Yes, what are we going to do here? Now, let's take these three. We split this as x and x. We split this as 3 years and 5 years. Since there is a plus 2xy here, I put a plus sign on the bigger one. I put a minus sign here. Let me check now. Did the product of these two give minus 15y squared? It did. When we multiply these diagonally and add them up, minus 3xy plus 5xy makes 2xy. We obtain the middle term. Therefore, open parenthesis x plus 5y close parenthesis times open parenthesis x minus 3y close parenthesis. There's also an x plus 5y at the back. Now, in the next step, we factor out the x plus 5y terms. Therefore, we're left with x minus 3y plus 1. This was the 10th question. That was our question. I've prepared a lot of questions like this for you. This was one of them. These questions will get progressively harder. This was not the easiest or the very beginning. It was a step ahead, but there are more questions like these. Let me repeat, you can register for our school community using the link in the description section and download clean solved PDFs of these questions from there. See you in the next one. Goodbye.